Hey, take that loop off, like and share the page because we are live. We want to welcome y'all to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
Hey, that sounds good. And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See
And
that.
we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool because smart is
The new.
baby. And if you don't know,
Now you know.
now you don't for real. For real. What's good, y'all? It's Motivational Monday.
It
I
is.
need some motivation. Motivate me, man.
Man, listen.
Motivate me, man.
Ooh, so check it out. So I literally was just watching this. I watched the self-improvement videos. And he said, you don't need motivation, you need discipline.
No.
You seen that one?
No,
Did you see that one
I
though?
haven't.
Okay.
Because I've been really into this counseling thing.
Okay.
Not counseling, but we counseling each other. Peer counseling.
Okay. I hear that.
And one of the things that I've been drilling down is I'm not looking for motivation anymore.
Come on.
Right. I said I'm just looking to do it. Put a system in place and do it. So
It's the systems. It's the systems. Yeah, that's the system. That's the system. Yeah.
I ain't got it there yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, no, it's creating systems. And it was also it was a part of this whole conversation that they were having about goals and systems, right? Because a lot of times you set your goal, but if you don't set and document the process and the steps that you're going to take to get your goal, then you keep kicking cans and moving things down the road as opposed to saying, okay, here's my goal, but what are the things I need to do every day that become your system that's actually going to move, that's going to help. And then you focus on doing those things as opposed to focusing on the goal, because the idea is if you do the things that's going to get you there, you're going to get the goal. Yeah.
I've been a goal getter. And I get the goal, but I think it's now getting more nuanced.
Okay. It's Motivational Monday, y'all. That's what we're talking about.
The goal to the maximum of its ability. It's
okay.
Exploitation, big shots out of Dan. Dan really explained it.
Exploitation.
Exploiting something.
Okay.
Is not the bad thing that we think it is.
Okay. Exploitation has a bad name.
Read the definition
of what it means to exploit.
He made me do it because I said, no, man, you ain't finna just tell me anything back here on this point. Man.
Okay.
Anything, but no, you pull the definition up.
Okay.
And I think that we want to exploit everything.
Let me know, Sharon. Is it still low?
We want to exploit everything.
Appreciate that feedback, by the way. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tapping in. We talking this Motivational Monday. So we talking about getting goals, what it takes to get goals accomplished. And Mr. Edmonds said exploitation is not a bad thing.
No.
Okay.
Not in of itself.
Okay. Because there are some words that we make just bad words.
Because we've been exploited so much.
But I'm going to tell you so two things can be right at the same time.
Okay.
We do know that.
Yeah.
Right. And
go ahead, go.
No, because you can.
We do know that.
We do know that. Like you can take something that's so pure and so good, and then somebody taints it. And so
that's the exploitation that we used to.
Right.
Okay.
And so when you're looking at the exploitation of something and you're exploring all options, that's not a bad thing because you're weighing your options and seeing. So you're covering all bases with it.
Okay.
But then when you take something and exploit it and use it where now you misuse it or overuse it, now you exploiting the thing. So that's why it can be.
Because this is what I got. It says exploit. You got it?
Yep.
What it say?
Make full use and derive benefit from a resource.
Okay.
But then look, I'm listening to what Kiana said, and so I put exploitation.
Okay.
The act or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
So it's a difference.
So we want to exploit our resources, but we don't want to be exploited.
Yes.
Now,
we exploit the resources, but don't be exploited.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
By definition, the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say about Boca Ciega. You know what I mean?
What they say about Boca?
They did all right.
Yeah,
you know, it's a good bogus.
I was gonna say, you know,
what was bogus?
Pirates. But see, I went to Bogey, but I wasn't no pirate.
I know you talk about that.
Yeah, I wasn't no pirate.
And I was.
You was a pirate. Yeah, I was not a pirate. I was a Azalea Bulldog though, but I wasn't no pirate.
I was definitely a pirate. I was in the French Plug.
Oh yeah. I was in goals.
I was on the cheerleading team. I was the track manager.
Yeah,
I was in
You was the
ROTC.
You was the pirate.
No, but you know what? Another thing, since we're talking about motivational Mondays,
yes, Lord.
and thinking about the things, one thing that I do now, and just listening to like those different podcasts and people that's successful is I write down the top things that I have to get done.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And
standard. That's a standard practice.
That's just right. Yes, it does, because it doesn't matter what obstacle comes in my day.
Yeah.
I get these things. Like, I don't care. I have 24 hours to get this done.
Yeah.
Right. And if I put these 6 things that need to get done, regardless of what happens,
that's a lot.
But I'm just saying.
No, but I'm saying 6 things is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I'm using them that is a lot.
Yeah.
But if you have those things that you know that regardless in these 24 hours you're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
You don't make no excuses about not getting it done. A lot of times we take the other stuff that don't matter.
Yeah.
And get that stuff done. And and so like
true.
you put down those top things that needs to get done. And once you cross that out, now your day is free to do as you please.
I got something on that. It's called noise and signal.
Okay.
Yep.
So
okay.
Noise is
you listen to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go.
Look, spoiler alert, right?
And the signal is what I can talk about.
The noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stuff that the 3 to 7 things that you're gonna do every day to get you to your goal.
Yeah.
So I like that. I might have to start writing it down. That's why I asked, did you do it?
Yeah, well, that's one of the pieces too. That's the prioritizing piece. So I'm like same type deal where it's like you have a lot of things to do, but what's the most important thing that you have to do?
Because a lot of times it's a lot of busy work that we do, and then you be like, "Oh, I was so busy," and then you be like, "But what did it?" Like,
yeah, that's true. I done had weeks like that too. And it's just a lot of activity. A lot of activity. There's a lot of activity. But where's the growth and where's the progress? Yeah. Just busy but not productive. Huh?
Yeah. No, but you know what? Like,
got a non-productive bank account. Okay, take that one with you on motivational Monday. Don't have your bank account be non-productive. Don't have it just be no busy work in the bank account. Okay, I take that one. That's a nugget. So put it in the chat, y'all. How do you motivate yourself on Monday mornings? Let us know what you do. What are some of your tips? What are some of your tools? Do you have a would you rather? And if you don't, we can wait. So what are your tips? What are your tools? What is it that you do to motivate yourself, to keep yourself going, to really own your days? One of the things too that I'm checking out too, we talked about this too, Mr. Edmond, about owning your mornings, because that's like one of the only parts of your day that you really can control is like when you get up and what you do after you get up. What are your thoughts on that, man? When you get up, are you getting up running?
No,
are you getting up like easing into your day?
I've been on in the morning. Like, I don't got a lot done just going out. I'm probably been in some places people won't go all day, and I've already been there and back
this morning. Yeah.
So I've been on in my mornings.
Okay.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the more things of like them 5 things, that's why I'm gonna write them things down.
Yeah.
You can get done the earlier in your day, it frees up the rest of your day.
Yeah, it do. Yeah, so, them big rocks. You move them big rocks early, then everything else.
Trying,
yeah.
I mean, I got some big rocks in front of me right now.
Same.
And I ain't gonna say trying, so because I don't like to try, because I do. So, but
there is no try. There's only do.
We're doing, or not.
Yeah.
But I got some things that I need to be done.
Okay.
So hopefully I can get them done.
Yeah. Eat that frog, man. That's another good book. Frog. That's another good book, y'all.
I'm finna tell you, feel so good too once you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you eat the frog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you eat the frog. Oh, they eating frogs on Tampa Breakfast Club, right? It might.
Peter gonna call you.
Yeah.
The only voice you hear about it, he might call you too.
Eat that frog. It's a good book. I think it's by Brian Tracy, and the premise is that if like the hardest thing you got to do is eat a frog, eat the frog first, and then everything else is easy after that. Yeah, just do that.
Okay, so would you rather?
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather always know the truth, even if it destroys your peace of mind, or live in bliss ignorancy, even if you know, knowing that it was hidden from you.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay, so now listen, y'all. This is a would you rather, but some people are living in the blissful life of life, right? That's where they're happy at. That's their motivating spot. Me personally, I want to live in truth. I think the truth will be my bliss. I will be so happy to know the truth.
Final answer.
At all times.
Final answer. Give it. So you said, would you rather know the truth, even if it destroys your peace of mind?
Even if it destroys your peace of mind,
or this is would you rather? This is the scenario. Yeah, this is or live a blissful lie,
and it's hidden from you.
What's blissful about it?
Cause some stuff.
That's the Matrix. I know. No, but that's Matrix.
Do you know
right?
how many lies we live with, and we just keep on going?
That's the Matrix.
La 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 la.
Blissful true.
La la.
I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I take the truth. I mean that's the head answer, but really people just want to be happy.
People do. So listen, you ever know when like your truth becomes your reality?
So wait, so if you live in a lie blissfully, does that mean that
it's your truth?
You got a happy life.
That's your truth. Like
a happy life, but it's all based on a lie.
But
it depends on what the lie is, I guess.
Yeah, like
that's the Matrix. That's the Matrix. It's the woman in the red dress. If that's a part of your lie, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you was looking at the woman in the red dress. Right. Oh yeah, right. Wow. I did see that one. But that's the whole thing. Like if you I don't know. I'll take the truth though.
I think I'm gonna take the truth, but like I understand why people live.
Why would you take the truth and if you value peace though? If you say peace is my thing and I'm all about keeping my peace, but you know that this truth is gonna disturb your peace, you still want the truth?
But if your peace is disturbed by truth, then it's not real peace.
Thank you.
You're living in the Matrix.
My man.
You get what I'm saying? Because if the truth disturbs you, then you need to take the red pill.
Okay.
I ain't the doctor. I ain't prescribing nothing.
So if the truth disturbs your peace, you need to change your truth.
Now you believe in this blissful lie.
You change your truth.
You change your truth. Now you live in this blissful lie. So again, what did I just say? Your truth is your reality. So if you want to change,
help me out, y'all. Somebody call us on this one. This is a good one. Do you want the truth or a lie?
And they say people rather, they believe dressed up lie than the
that's true. That's true. Look, it's true. People want to be lied to.
Yeah.
Yeah. CeeLo Green. Remember CeeLo Green song? You don't want to hear the truth, so I'm gonna lie to you.
Listen,
make it sound fly to you.
Yeah. I was just listening to self-help.
Okay. Look, we have that in common.
Yes, yes, I want to be helped by myself.
Thank you.
But and in the book, it was about the art of persuasion, and the guy felt that he was a sucker and that he was getting got all through his life. So he felt that he was always being suckered and sold. So he went to do deep research on himself. So why are these people able to sell me on everything? And one of the things is because he liked to be lied to. He didn't want to be told the truth, and he wanted to hear the good promise of what this product can do.
Okay.
He would believe in it, and that's what he felt was part of why he was being sold so many things he didn't need. Yeah. He really
because he buy into the.
I feel like a sucker. I feel like I buy whatever person bring me and woo. And so he went to looking into what made me make this person or believe this person. And one of the things, he had a big list.
Okay.
And one of the things was like, he wanted to be not lied to, but he
just wanted to believe. Yeah, just want to believe the hype. Yeah, don't believe the hype.
I don't know. Everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold.
Oh, everybody want to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. Okay.
Yeah. So like, and I'm wondering, like, if
I
I
hear
go
that.
in there and watch, like, and
That's
sell,
true.
Yeah.
Because I've been ready to buy, but then you start trying to sell me.
right? But see,
And it's like,
Don't sell, that's part of selling.
yeah,
No, no.
you oversell. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another one too. Yeah.
like it went in sales.
It's motivational Monday, y'all. We got
Oh,
all
yeah.
kind of jewels for you.
So when you sell, and a good salesman or woman,
Yeah.
listen to the customer.
Yeah.
And you give them what they're looking for.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
It's a
know
solution,
that
yeah.
it is. Right. A lot of people oversell the product. And I'm coming there, I'm looking for this TV because high definition.
Okay.
That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me that I can do Wi-Fi, it can talk to me. I'm not looking for none of that.
Just give me the one that got the best high definition.
You
Yeah.
didn't listen to what I needed.
Yeah.
Right? You're just trying to make a sale.
Yeah.
You don't care if I like the product or not because your pitch is already set. It's set for the masses and not individual.
Yeah.
So when you're out there, any people that's in sales or anything like that, the way that you become the top salesperson is one, you listen to what their needs are, and then you sell those right on their needs. Not just because it could be the best product known to man, and if that's not what they looking for,
if it doesn't solve a problem for them, right, or fill some type of need that they have,
it's no good. And what happens is you will force sell them on something, and then they return.
Wow. Okay. Well, you listen to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. It's Motivational Money Making Monday, and that was Would You Rather? Would you rather? Would you always know the truth, even if it disturbs your peace, or would you live a blissful lie? And Yubi said it's false. It's a false peace, and which is basically what you were saying.
Yeah, but I mean, just honestly, if
truth over the dressed up lie.
Everybody really want the truth, but I mean, people want they want both. They want more both. People want both. People want both.
Oh no, though.
But I will tell you,
I
will tell you this is
Make
that like I'm one of the people.
Charlie Funk said, "I'd rather know the truth."
Yeah, most people gonna say that.
Rather know the truth about.
Most people.
He said, "Rather know the truth about these hard rock parlays." We're gonna talk about that too.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this. Really think about. We would rather know the truth, but we would believe the lie. Right? You want the butt naked truth, but believe the dressed up lie.
No, you know what it is. I think that. So let's kind of
because there's so much in that.
It is.
I'm trying to see which way I want to go with it because it's so much in this conversation.
So when you know the truth, what happens is people want, even when it mess up your mind, it steals your peace. Then you try to change the truth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like once you get the truth, you think that you can fix it and change it so that it's no longer that. So it's
for the truth.
Right. So a lot of
that's what I was thinking too. Like that's what I mean. Like because once you get truth, I mean, again, it's so many nuances, right? Because sometimes it's like you asking for the truth, but then you punish the person who tell you the truth. So if you asking me to tell you the truth, but you punish me for doing so, then I'm not going to tell you the truth because I don't want to be punished. So I just give you the lie because there's an element of self-preservation that come with lies too.
Everybody, they can't hear you out of your mic and it's all the way up.
Don't worry, you don't need to hear me anyway.
If you put on your headset,
I don't know what that was. Because it sounds good to me.
I can't hear myself sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. All right.
I'm tired of this mess.
I see. This is your conscience. Look, that was this is your conscience. I'm proud of this mess. I don't like doing this. I don't want to put on headphones. They should be able to hear me. This is your conscience.
The bliss of the lie.
Bliss. But you see what I'm saying, though? So people,
the bliss of the lie.
But again, back to this point. Back to the point.
I'm tired of showing y'all magic all morning.
Back to this. We talking about the truth and the lie, and we talking about what people want to hear.
He wants to know the truth, but listen to all the lies.
Truth is.
He's talking about magic and water. Like, magic. Like, oh my Lord.
Well, it's true that the cup was in that place. So yeah, it's all about your perspective.
caller. Hang up the phone now.
Something happened. Thank you for that.
Call back. Call back. We really want you to call.
Yeah, we needed that bailout. We needed that bailout.
Okay, there y'all go.
Yeah. But what happens, I think, with that mic is if you get too high, it'll cut off. It starts to
like peak.
It'll peak. Yeah. So you gotta have it at a healthy distance. Caller, you on the air. We talking about would you rather question for the day. Talk to me.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Good. Blessed and favorite, Holly.
Yeah. And most people like the lies because it matches their emotions better.
Okay.
So you would take the lie because it matches your emotions better for the moment, rather than dealing with the truth and saying, well, that ain't really what it is.
Okay.
So you accept the lie because it matches your feelings for the moment. Just like your feelings gonna change, that lie gonna change, because then you're gonna realize the reality of it is that ain't really what it was. And like Jabbar was saying with the man, he keep getting sold because he matching his emotions. Okay. And they matching his emotions and they tricking him, and then when he get the reality of it, that's the false truth, because now he's not happy because he realized, oh, I just got again.
Okay, I hear that. That's where the disappointment is.
Or you're hoping that, like,
thank you for that, UB. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, this one different. This time it'll be different. They told the truth this time.
No, you're hoping that the lie becomes the truth.
You really want the lie to be the truth, even if it's not.
Right. You want like.
Oh wow.
You eventually want the lie to become the truth.
Wow.
Like,
but that's because what UB was saying, because that feels better. The truth don't feel as good. But the truth of this matter don't feel good. So you want the lie to be the truth so that you feel better.
You meet at but listen, you meet at the same point regardless.
Okay.
What, want to feel good?
So if they lie to you, you want that lie to be the truth, right? Because that's what makes you feel good.
I mean, nobody wake up and say, "Hey, everybody lied to me today."
Right, but when
like you do want to hear the truth.
When somebody tell you this truth that hurts, you want that truth to change to that lie. So think if somebody
you don't want the hurt.
Because
that's what I'm getting after. It's pain and pleasure.
Right. So you want the
So it's pain and pleasure. Yeah, the reward system.
Regardless of where you at, you meet at the same point. And the truth don't always have to hurt. Like people, like you think they make the truth sound so bad.
Okay, so the truth don't always have to hurt. So what do you think about this when they say truth only offends the guilty? Have you heard that before?
No, we done talked about this.
Yeah.
That's not true. You can't win when you lose. A hit dog holler. You didn't speak, so it's
okay. Okay, yeah.
No, look,
okay,
it's not that easy.
It's not. Yeah, because we want everything to just be absolute. Yes, no, ones and zeros.
So
we want binary.
You accused me of something and I ignored right the first time. I ain't finna entertain that because it ain't true. Once you keep on accusing me something, I'm gonna get doing what you said.
You get animated.
So it must be true.
So what caused you to get animated when you being falsely accused? Why you can't keep your cool? Because is that a sign? Is that a sign that
trying me right now?
No, see what you just did, right? How you just like blew up because it's like you feel like you're not being hurt. What when you do that, does that mean that you are guilty?
No, it means that I'm frustrated.
But why would you be frustrated? You should be able to keep your cool if you're being honest.
Listen, I've been honest for a whole week.
Okay.
My honesty ain't changed. I'm still being honest. Like did you take that pencil? No, I didn't take the pencil.
Okay.
So listen, I know you took that pencil. No, I didn't take the pencil.
Okay.
You took the pencil. No, I did not take the pencil.
Okay.
I know you took. No, I did. You took that pencil.
You still at a certain point.
I didn't take the pencil. Now you see how I really did. Listen, I can show you when the pencil. You say the pencil got stolen at 2. I was at work at 2. There's no way that I could be there. Like I explained. You took it. Look, I didn't take it.
Not just you just lose it.
Right. And this becomes with the frustration of again.
Wow.
You want my truth to be your lie.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
What if it's because I've heard this too? So you say your truth, my truth to be your lie. But where's this whole conversation about your truth? Because everybody has their own version of truth. So you saying it's a lie, but to you it's true. How do I have to acknowledge that what you're saying is true, even if it ain't true for me?
I have learned.
Mr. Edmond, do I have to
No.
acknowledge that even though what you're saying is true for you, but it's not true for me?
So I'm finna tell you, this
Does that make it a lie, or does that make it your truth?
no, but you.
Because everybody has
no
their truth.
It becomes their truth because again, they have put it like regardless of what I say, you done put in your mind that I done took the pencil. I can show you all the evidence otherwise.
Okay.
But if you're not open to finding out the real truth, people already come up with So I'm gonna tell you the truth is 8:00.
No, and I guess we did hit a button. So Charlie Funk, I was literally just going through this type of situation. Thank you for that. That's why they turn on TV and watch something fun or funny instead of something to feed the energy. Ooh. Thank y'all for those comments. Yeah, it is 8:00. We're gonna take a break, and then after the break, we talking about
Candace Owens. I'm talking about the NFL, the new WWE.
Okay, and then you also got the Young Thug. You want to?
Oh yes. The whole Rat Lancer thing.
Okay. So yeah, man, stick around. It's gonna be hot and heavy when we get back. Tag a friend, tell a friend, and we'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Y'all gotta see these shows after the show.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
y'all got to, y'all. We somehow, some way, we gotta let these people hear what we.
No, they cannot hear what we talk about.
See, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I can hear you good.
Play with your mic.
There
Play,
you go.
yeah, there you go.
Oh my
Okay.
lord!
Now I hear you. I hear you now.
There we go.
Cannot play.
Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
And so
In other news,
no, it was
it's heavy.
So yeah, I mean, it was a lot happening. We did a great "Would You Rather" and we continued part of that, and it's still showing up. So that's the beautiful thing about the way that "Would You Rather" was framed, because it's consistent and it's showing, showing up in all of the conversations that we're having.
Because you realize that even in these conversations, all of us want the truth, but we buy into these lies.
We buy in.
What is that? What was that?
We buy in.
What was that?
I'm just saying we buy into the lies, and not only do we buy into the lies, we end up like telling something.
We spread the lies.
Oh,
then we
you
spread
repeat
the
it.
lies.
You repeat the doggone lie.
And then somebody else gotta be like, "Now, come on now."
It's spreading like Rona.
Did you really? All right. So again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tapping in. We did the "Would You Rather." It was "Would you rather would you rather know the truth, even if it disturbs your peace, or whether live based upon a blissful lie?" And there was a lot of reactions, a lot of comments on that. And so what's happening in the news, man? Headlines. What we got?
Okay, you want to talk about
No, you go first. You go first.
Okay, so the viral clip that's going around, and I tell
Candace Owens.
Candace Owen and Jason Lee, because we ended Friday with that, right?
Yeah.
Before we go there, hold on. Good morning, everybody. Story 727.
The gala. Right on.
On
Saturday,
right?
Yes.
Get your tickets. The tickets.
Yes.
I see the ticket sales, right?
Yeah.
You are buying the tickets. Go ahead.
Get your
Get your
tickets.
ticket now, please. It's gonna be a very great night.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
We need to have one of them come on the show or make a call in either Wednesday or Friday, man. Story 727. If you don't know, there is a nonprofit group out in St. Pete that's been feeding children, feeding families through pantries. They've been doing summer camps, after school camps, holiday camps. These young men have really put it on the line for this community.
and this is not a new
initiative or group.
Like
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a while, so they
at least 5 years.
Yeah,
4
so
years.
they are consistent.
Yes.
And so y'all just go out and get your ticket if you want to
Get
dress
your
up.
tickets.
Yeah.
It's at the James Museum downtown. It's gonna be from 6 to 9, so it ain't even like a whole night that you have to even work. Like this is,
and if you got clothes on at 9, you still got time to go somewhere if you want to go somewhere after this.
right. It's a good date night.
It's a party with the purpose, and after you do the purpose piece, you can go to the after party
or
somewhere.
you can go home and go to bed. Like if you're an early bird and 9 o'clock is your bedtime, you just gonna miss that by a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
yes.
So, yeah.
Now, I hear that, Charlie
shot.
Funk. I want to be able to loop these nonprofits into the big events that happen in the city, like the recent All Black Party. And I didn't see as many pictures this year.
I did.
But I wasn't really on social media.
Boy, big shots out to Bo and the whole team that put that Black
Bo,
Party.
Carlos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Super Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see.
It was
but
amazing. I wish I was there. Big shots
Yeah.
out to Amber. Amber Diaz did some great footage and pictures.
Okay.
That
Yes.
And
I
they
seen.
had the after parties. Eddie Rowe had an after party.
Big shots out to Ed Rowe.
Yeah,
Eve, what's up with your boy?
Yeah, you had one at Dave's
Okay.
at the
Big
party.
At the spot, yeah.
Big shots out to
Love
Sons and daughters
party.
of African Queens.
Right,
Yeah.
Love had an after party, so everybody had something that they.
It was somewhere to go to cater to your taste.
We need to have a Tampa Bay Breakfast Club all white gala.
Oh,
Don't worry, we'll talk about it
they
later.
just had one.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about events
Yeah.
on 21st,
What happened?
Let me go back to the 13th. So
Okay.
before
Oh, yeah.
before you do the evening thing, come to Child's Park in the morning because we have a partnership with Moffitt Cancer, and so we'll be doing free. Did I say free?
free health screening.
Free health screenings
If you qualify.
if you're old enough, because it's like something. You know,
It's qualified. It's qualifications
It's some things
for
to it.
certain tests and certain things. So come out
Yeah.
and see if you qualify for the different mammograms and semograms and demograms.
Yeah. And
first, before you do that,
okay,
You never heard of a demogram?
9 to 2
register.
at Child's Park. There's also the mobile unit. USF had their mobile unit. So we doing like free blood pressure screenings. We doing lung cancer screenings, breast cancer screenings, spine and neck. I think they're gonna do some massages. We got
big shout out to Black Nurses Rock.
Yeah, it's like a lot happening. So like
front porch.
Saturday,
Child's Park.
9 to these ad libs. What is that? Is that what is that? Hey, yeah, boy. I appreciate that. It's like, okay, turn me up. Oh, this is come through, man. Y'all come through. But there's a lot of good things happening. And if you know something that's happening, or if you know somebody who deserves a shout out, tag them, and we'll shout them out for real. Motivational Monday.
Whew.
All right.
That was a lot. You
headline.
Started it.
You hit me first.
Oh, before I move on.
Okay, you got something else? What else
we got the brunch.
Okay, the 21st. That's what you
The brunch and vibes on the 21st.
The vibe is so amazing.
Mitchum, if you on here, put something in there. I know Mitchum be having some stuff cooking too.
She got lots of
yeah.
Listen, big shots out to Kiana. Brain, this brunch is amazing.
Okay,
what's his name? Plate is by God. What's his name?
Rich plate.
Boy. Oh my God. Plates by God. Look, I'm gonna take a 30-second break. We'll be right back after
Rich Plates. Big shout out to Rich Plates because listen, it was so good.
Okay, and this it tastes like it was a plate by God.
I ain't lying, it was so
Rich
good.
Plates, use that for your promo. Tastes so good.
So September 21st, make sure y'all come out to the brunch. It's gonna be amazing.
Culture Creative.
Yes, at Culture
2
Creative.
o'clock.
Yes, it was so amazing. I had a good time. Yeah, I really did.
No, it's a different type of brunch though. Like usually you go get your
it's a different type of brunch. Yeah,
it's a different type of brunch.
It's real brunch and it's like breakfast and lunch, right?
Yeah, this one it's kind of breakfast and dinner, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for real, it was good.
Like the menu has definitely expanded from the last one.
What's up?
We're gonna have the breakfast food, and then we're gonna have turkey wings, collard greens, fried chicken. Like it's gonna and the thing is, and you get a bottle of mimosa at your table.
Even if you don't drink, you can just drink some orange juice for y'all people that don't drink.
We will have a signature punch, right?
Okay.
There, but you get games, you get great conversation. Like we get gifts.
And Culture Creative is doing the thing, man.
Okay, and I got 2 things real quick. September 13th at 7 p.m. Caleb Music Coffee Shop Concerts at Urban Drinkery. That's September 13th.
Okay.
Big shouts out to Urban Drinkery. Saturday on September 20th, the Caribbean Outdoor Party.
Okay.
99 Jams, Carol Festival Radio, along with Urban Drinkery, is going to be doing a Saturday outdoor Caribbean party.
Shout out to Baby Sam, DJ Spice, and DJ Steel. Yeah.
See, those was the ad-libs. I needed that. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. There's no cover charge. Urban Drinkery, 2184 9th Avenue South.
So y'all make sure that you do it. Tag a friend, tell a friend, man. There's a lot of good things, a lot of ways to get involved. All right, so let's talk about this, y'all. We're seeing this across the country. Over the past few months, President Trump has deployed or threatened to deploy the National Guard and federal agents into cities that are overwhelmingly Black-led and Democratic-run. From Los Angeles to D.C., now he's talking about going to Chicago. Here's the kicker. In cities like Chicago and D.C., violent crime is actually down. Homicides and shootings have dropped dramatically. But Trump is painting a picture of chaos and declaring public safety emergencies to justify taking over local police and sending in the troops. Some are calling it necessary for public safety. Others are calling it political theater and a way to vilify Black mayors and Black-led cities while flexing federal power. Courts have already ruled one of his earlier deployments is illegal. So what's really going on here, y'all?
We got a call coming in, but caller, hold on 1 second. We're talking about the president and deploying National Guard troops. Some of these cities have been war zones, right? It's been a lot of death. It's been a lot of Black people dying, no matter if it's a Black mayor or not, right? So I don't know if the National Guard is the solution. Maybe it's opportunity. Maybe it's bringing opportunity to these cities and not, the strong arm of the law. maybe that's what's needed, but there is definitely something needed because
We should have let them talk.
but call back caller, but it's definitely something it's something needed in these communities, and we know that. We can say that without a doubt. Whether it's the National Guard or not, that's what the debate is. I don't feel it's the National Guard because I feel that once the National Guard leaves, them people still ain't gonna have no opportunities. They still gonna go back to what they're doing.
Yeah.
And if you can't keep that up, what you gonna do?
Yeah, that's one of those things where they talk about how you can't arrest your way out of certain problems and out of certain things and certain crimes and the stuff that's happening in these areas. You can't lock people up and think that's just gonna change the conditions that the people are living in that's causing them to do these things.
But you know what it is? It's a lot of people that don't believe that the conditions is causing people to act like this.
Okay.
They think it's the people.
Oh,
see, it's a.
They're born to be criminals.
Yes,
did I see that? Did I see the president say something like that?
Take them down.
He said they was born to be. They born to be criminals.
But he really was looking in the mirror. He was talking about
himself
and his family.
Yeah.
The people who are really the criminals, not the people who selling small time petty anti crimes to get by, but these people who are criminalizing the whole nation to get money.
Right.
Okay.
Right. All right. So what's really going on, Q? We're trumping these troops to these cities. Is it political theater or is it really crime fighting?
Political. It's not crime fighting.
Okay.
It's not when you look at it, because if it was crime fighting, again, you would put opportunity so people wouldn't have to go out there and steal. Now, there are some people that's going to go out there and do what they do regardless of what opportunity you give them, like him. You know what I mean? Like, but again,
the purple one. I mean, not the purple one.
Wigs,
orange man.
So when you look at it, Wigs, like when so when Wigs go out there and do stuff like
that was actually a political party back in the day. The Wigs.
The Wigs, yeah.
So now we're gonna call him the Wigs because somebody else call it.
Yeah, and because they're gonna block us.
Okay, if we don't. All right, so
back to
so should the president be able to override mayors and governors and take over the local police?
So if it was a good thing, then everybody would be like, yes. If there was a corrupt police department and he came in and said, oh no, y'all treating y'all citizens wrong, now we need to come in. But now they're saying, hey, we don't like how you're doing it, regardless that the crime is down. And so they saying we don't like how you do it too. So no, you need to be covered. So depending on what they were doing would determine the answer that you get.
If it's okay or not, it's circumstantial.
It is.
But I want to just say this, right? So we already can know some of these police are corrupt in some of these cities, like Chicago, right? Okay. Chicago has a clear history of corrupt police, but I don't think that's what they're going in there for.
No,
I think they're going in there, like I'll say, it's political theater.
Yeah.
Miss Teresa say it's political theater and a distraction. Show the Epstein files.
And even Epstein files. Like what do we get out of that? Like what's the benefit to the nation of seeing the Epstein file? Like I hear you, Miss Teresa, and that is a definitely.
But what does that do for our community?
Yeah, like how does that make the nation better? Like because if we're saying that these things are being done to improve the quality of life, which is crime reduction or whatever, how is the world seeing what's in those Epstein files going to contribute to improving the quality of life for the American people?
I don't think it's that. I think what it is we are all in this political theater, right?
Can I say this? We all want to be in reality TV. We all want a love in hip hop. So what's in the files? Because you want the drama.
You want to see it, yeah.
But these are like pedophile files.
I get it, but we allegedly.
Are they going to be charged? Are they going to be arrested? Are they going to what's going to happen?
They're going to get pardoned. They're going to get a pardon, but
at least you know.
But it's political theater. Each side has something. See, look, and then once you're looking at it, and they point, look. It's political theater on both sides because one is saying, okay, show me this, do this, and the other one saying, no, I'm doing this and doing that. And it's really like.
And the thing is, I would tell you. So I'm looking at this. Okay, the Epstein files, because they saying like everybody done been seen with him. Everybody went to the island.
Not everybody.
No.
I ain't go.
That's what Trump said. Trump said it ain't me, it's Clinton. We're gonna talk about Young Thug next. I think that'll be a good segue.
All of that, but but we go back. Two things can be true at the same time.
Yes,
I
correct.
went to the early party when wasn't
You're
nothing
right, though.
going on, and then but I didn't stay to the after party. Yes, you're gonna see me out there because again, I don't know your demons.
Okay.
I'm not a part of that. So just like when you work with somebody, you see these killers, and everybody be like, "You're a perfect neighbor." I'm just saying, like,
I worked with somebody who was a cool dude, but he was wanted in another state for real. Yeah, and he was like real good people. Yeah,
because only the people
you don't lead with that.
You
don't know they demons,
right? You don't unless you're in that inner thing. Like I could have went to 50 parties,
Okay.
but I left before like. They didn't let me into that party.
So you saying that
talking about the Diddy party?
So you might be in the Epstein files, but you ain't in the file. But like it's a file and then it's a file.
But I think what you
like you got a Diddy party, then you got the Diddy party.
But
some people went to the Diddy party,
but
not
the Diddy party. But listen,
everybody want to be in the inner circle, so you know the Diddy parties is where people was going. Everybody didn't have that same experience. It's 50 million people that went to Diddy parties.
Okay,
right.
Not all of them had the Diddy party.
You got out of that, you got 20 people that said I went to the Diddy party.
that actually admit that they was at the party,
right? So you know,
and had a good time.
Right.
So long way around it, but yeah. So just pay attention, y'all. It's happening, and Trump again. He's sending these troops into these cities. And then here's the other part of it. What's the truth versus the narrative? If crime is actually dropping in these places, then what do you think is really driving these deployments? Like, what would if the crime is down and you saying you're doing it for crime purposes beyond political theater? Like, what's the justification?
Slavery.
But listen.
Slavery.
But listen. I'm gonna say this, right? This has been talked about on both parties for a long time by sending troops into these certain cities.
Okay.
Before there was a black mayor in Chicago, they was talking about sending troops to Chicago.
When they was calling it Chirac.
Listen, so this is a distraction. It is political theater, but there is a seed of truth that they're working from. You get what I'm saying? They're working from a seed of truth that we all can kind of say, yes, these are crime violent cities. Yes, crime is down because it went up so high.
Okay.
See, it's only down because it went up so high. See, when they say it's down, they're only bragging. That helps them. But the reality is it's only down from the record highs it was at.
I hear that.
You get what I'm saying? It was more bodies in the street than ever before.
Because I think they said it was like 270 something murders in Chicago. And I remember when Chicago was like having some real problems.
It was murder capital of the world.
Yeah, but then sending in the troops,
they ain't send them in.
They didn't send them in. They sending them now.
Again, so why are you sending them now? If you
I hear you.
So like if I'm saying,
it was a different administration, though. That's what they'll say. Biden should have been sent them.
But he didn't. So, but it worked. It started to work this stuff.
Trump ain't sent him in when he was president either.
But listen, so just like this, if I say you need to clean up your room, I need to clean up your room, and then your daddy come in, and the room is almost. Oh no, you finna get a whoop.
I've been cleaning. I'm in. The room is clean. It's cleaner than it's been. It ain't all the way clean, but it's cleaner than it's been in the past. Yeah. So I don't need no oversight to come and do what I'm already doing.
Now, if I stay stagnant and it goes back up, now we have an issue, right?
Yeah.
But like if I'm cleaning,
and you going in the right direction, then you chill. You don't send in troops.
I just said how I feel about it.
But I think he said New Orleans is like on the list now.
Of course, look how culturally rich these cities are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so you're going in there. You're gonna tell me that there's no crime in those other cities? Oh yeah,
it's like I said, I seen it was a list. I think he was talking about Boston. There was L.A.
Yeah, those spots that really got those numbers.
Yeah,
like they talking about the spots that really got those numbers. Right. And so I'm on the fence because like I don't agree with the National Guard being nowhere and doing nothing, especially on what they call it, U.S. soil.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do know that these cities have crime that is like at historic proportions. Like these aren't regular cities. These ain't regular murder rates. These people and know what? And know what? Guess who's getting murdered? It's us. So guess what? If they lower the murder chart, if they lower the murder rate in Chicago, who does it benefit?
You want me to tell you? So let me say this.
It's a number. He said probably because 54, I think it was 58, 54 people got shot in Chicago on Labor Day weekend alone.
See what I'm saying? But look, so if that go down to 50, and it's your people or a cousin or somebody you know who are right, was that the right thing to do?
So what I want us to do for real, because we be spitting out there, let's look at real numbers. Because that black on black crime, because that's what it kind of saying, it don't exist.
Yeah, I mean, people do crimes.
They do crimes.
Where you at?
Wherever you at.
Well, black people do hurt black people.
Yeah, and white people hurt white people because that's who they're around. Chinese people hurt Chinese people.
But it ain't at 50. It ain't 56 bodies in the weekend. That's all I'm saying. I hear you, but it ain't 56 bodies on the weekend.
Let me talk for a second because you keep on cutting off. What I'm saying is these are the stats that's thrown in front of your face. Go look at the other stats because they want to criminalize us and make it seem like we're the only ones that's doing that. So if you go look at it, listen, there's fights downtown every weekend. And you know what? They are not doing what they're doing in our black community.
Can I say this?
No, you can't.
Go ahead, Kiana. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When we do this narrative and we fall into it, because that's what they want us to do, is to believe that we are the animals that's only doing this. No, everybody is doing this, but they only show our stats.
And so all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna say. In Chicago, they call it Chirac. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking. No, I'm not. Because I'm talking about what's going on in my community. See, and then I can't say that because I'm falling into some trap. But I know there's a real problem in our community. I know that gun. I ain't talking. You bring that up, that's like a counterweight. But I'm not talking about nobody else's community. I ain't talking about Chinese people. I ain't talking about Asian people. I ain't talking about Latin people. I'm talking about the black community. I'm talking about the murder rates in the black community, the black people in my community. And if those numbers go down from this, is something wrong with that? That's it.
Okay.
I'm never gonna agree with that.
Mr. Edmund, so his comments. Mr. Bennett says, y'all seem to be passionate today. Good morning from Ghana. Mr. Bennett is across the ocean over there in Ghana, man. So what time is it over there? Put it in the chat. What time you on over there?
They always
all right. What you got?
No,
you was reading the comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Sharonda?
Yep, they not always black people. A lot of them gang members are Latin, Chinese, and Mexicans as well.
Okay, none of the people who Trump like. Okay. I was just in Chicago in July for a family reunion, and I felt safe the whole time. I actually got more steps walking than I ever do here in St. Petersburg. Trump wants to try to exert his authority across the country, and especially in Democratic-led cities. When one of the National Guard shoots an American city in one of these cities, there will be a massive outcry. True. We got a caller?
Introduce yourself.
Good morning. It's Miss Davis. How are you guys?
Good morning, Miss Davis. Thank you for calling. What's on your mind?
So I heard what Jabbar was saying, but Kiana is right. It's not always black on black crimes. It's not always black gang members. It's Asian gang members. It's Latino gang members. It's Mexican gang members. It's all these people killing inside the black community because that's where they're living.
Okay.
And you're saying it's black people.
Yeah.
Because in Oakland, it's like that. In Detroit, it's like that. Chicago is like that. Memphis is more blacks than anything. So I'm not going to say it's like that in Memphis because it's not.
Yeah.
But in all of those major cities, they have black and brown, and it's mostly the brown that's doing the killing, but they're blaming the black.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you for calling.
I'm just saying. No.
That's true. No, that's true. It's true.
It is, but I just want us to. We got to be careful with that narrative that we're painting. And yes, I'm with you, Jabbar. Like I'm worried about. Like I want our community to thrive. But again, you see where there's resources that's given to other people to help them so that this is not a problem. But then you're going to bring the National Guard to us. And so the solution for you is to lock us up and not give us the resources so we're not doing it.
So here's another thing I want to just for us to think about, right? And this was shout out to Mr. Bennett. It was a conversation that we had that really helped me with this train of thought. When you think about the conversation that we was talking about, remember everybody kept saying, okay, well, they trying to put us back in slavery. You remember that narrative? They trying to put us back in slavery. They're sending all of these people away. But when you think about it, how does the Constitution justify slavery? Okay, thank you. So if they're trying to put us back in slavery, the only way that they can do it is to put us in jail. And then when you start thinking about building more jails, criminalizing people, now you got National Guards going into these cities. Like you see that it's clearly if putting us back in slavery is the agenda, then this criminalizing cities, sending in national troops and locking up the people, it kind of fits that narrative, man. That's all. Just something to think about.
And I'm not saying, and let me say
something to think about.
And I'm not saying even in Chicago that in the crime rate for blacks ain't high. Like that's not what I'm saying, but you see where they're giving more resources somewhere else to stop it and bring it down, and then they criminalize ours and say like make it black on black crime. That was coined just to make us look like
that's consistent.
Right.
That's consistent, and you're right. We bought into it. I'll say this, and then we can talk about some black on black crime. It was like what Red Fox. He had a joke. He said, "I saw on the news the other night that all Negroes had knives, so I went out and bought me one." If you think about it, that what they're telling you is making you feel unsafe, then you're going to do something to feel safe, even if you live in this community. You're like, oh wow, okay, well I'm supposed to have a gun in order to be safe. Let me go get a gun, even if I don't have one. And now you got my brother gonna sell you the gun, and then my nephew gonna lock you up for having the gun because you ain't supposed to have it. And then his dad, who owned the prison, gonna benefit from your free labor. And then the free labor that you provide is on the road that's controlled by my auntie, who is in the DOT. Like it's all this stuff is incestuous, man. And we just got to be mindful of the part that we're playing and the contribution that we're making to these games. All right, so Young Thug.
Oh, can I say this too? And even when I will tell you this, because they are erasing our history. They really is.
They can't.
No, but they're taking it out and trying to change the history and the narrative of us. Don't think that they won't do it for them in a good way.
Oh yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
What they've done the whole time.
Right.
I just been saying
that's what that's what they've done the whole time. That school system, they telling us that love it or leave it. Right. I ain't gonna do it. Hey. Tell me about this Young Thug stuff, man. What's going on with the YSL and
the YSL trial ended with Young Thug taking a plea bargain. So he's been going in the media right now. People don't know. He's been having interviews about snitching.
Okay.
And his homeboy snitching. They saying he's snitching. He telling recording videos. So I watched the interview. Big Bank perspectives with Young Thug. And I wasn't going to watch it.
Okay.
Right? I was looking for some self-help books. And I couldn't find the ones I was looking for.
Okay.
And
the algorithm failed.
I mean, that's part of my algorithm. I'm in that. So, and one of the things that I thought was daddy issues. I think, like, as I was listening, and it's not saying he didn't have his father, because he talked about having his father in his life.
Okay.
But it's just clicked on me. It's like a lot of these young men, looking for fathers and father figures. And they find their way to these gangs. In these gangs and these cliques, they find a father figure, whether it's a peer mentor, whether it's a big homie, or it's a celebrity they looking at. Wherever they find it at, they find this father figure that's actually leading them in the wrong direction.
Okay.
And leading them to self-destruction. And then once they find out, it's like an aha moment.
Okay.
But it take
Once you realize you've been deceived,
but
it
takes almost your world to collapse for you to see it. Because your everyday process ain't exposing this to the people.
That go back to the would you rather.
Live the truth or the lie.
Or the lie.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And once you subscribe to that life and that lifestyle for whatever reason that you get, that's what was coming up as you was talking to me, as you were talking about it was the codes and the morals and the different values that you develop when you part of these communities. Because again, me and Rodney Bennett, man, he on my mind heavy these days. Because when we talk about building community is a group that has shared values.
Yep, and rules.
You have shared values, you have rules, you have things that you do, things that you don't do. And so when you become a part of one of these communities, call it a gang, call it a sorority, call it whatever you want to call it, you have certain values that you share. Yeah. And one of the values in that community is not talking or cooperating with law enforcement. That's like one of the, when you talk about your do's and don'ts.
Yeah, that's the code.
That's one of the codes. And so it's also the same with police.
It's the same with mafia figures.
Like how you got this code of silence. Yeah. You stick with the brotherhood. Like every group, every community.
Politicians
have their codes.
They got a code.
They have their values. You know what I'm saying? And so how do you get to a place where you have, broader shared values so that you don't have these type of situations? Because what happens is you making decisions or you looking at people do things based upon value systems that you don't have and you can't understand.
Yeah.
You understand. How could you not do that? Well, you wouldn't do it because the things that you value, but the value system that they have allows them to be all right with doing that kind of stuff. Like that's the thing that I think is missing in a lot of these conversations. And how do you get the value system to change or the value system to be clarified so that you can think with it and not just be a blind fool?
So I think that's what happened when we start looking up to celebrities and like music figures, right?
Okay.
Because
characters.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because these people and their value systems are completely different than we think they are.
Yeah.
And we're being deceived. We're living the false. We live in the lie. Right?
That's gonna be the theme of this week. We got to do that.
We live in the lie, and the truth is, these guys, they get in there and they chatty patty. Yeah. Right? They telling all the business.
The lie is we don't talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And you find out later that he was
telling all the business. Yeah. And then so now these young men, now they all hate each other. Right?
For breaking the code.
So but it was a false code anyway.
Yeah.
So now all these people are divided and split when we was all under a lie anyway. We was all under false preconceptions and pre-notions and all that anyway. Right? So I'm looking at it like, well, dang, it's like they hit the self-destruct button on the Atlanta hip hop. They hit the button.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? They hit the self-destruct button, but the reality is, wait a minute, ain't no self-destruct. It's all the same it was the day before. Because what made you think like this guy wasn't gonna do that?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because of how he presented himself and how he aligned himself with the code.
Yeah.
Like you.
That's the truth.
And that's the conversation when you look at responses and reactions from like Lil Boosie. When he react to these things, he's reacting based upon his understanding of how the code is supposed to go. But if you don't share that understanding, or if you break your agreement with that code, then now it's a problem.
But it's all false. I think they it's like a mafia like model, right?
Yeah.
But even Sammy the Bull told on John Gotti. Yeah. Right. And this guy killed 20, 30 people, or whatever he did. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
So in modern times, would that be the equivalent of a Lil Woody allegedly? Like, would he be the
I don't think Woody even equates to Sammy the Bull.
Okay.
It
in magnitude, I'm talking about his role.
Similarity,
Just thinking about his position and the responsibility that he had.
Yeah.
Part of this group.
These guys ain't no mafia bosses, dog. They artists and rappers who built up an image.
Okay.
And, in this interview, he talked about it. They built up an image. They built up a facade. And people believe
a character. Yeah.
Yeah, and people believe it.
Like it's like JJ on Good Times. Every time you see him, you think he gonna you want him to say dynamite.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to get some coffee in the coffee. He's like JJ, say dynamite. It's like I'm not JJ right now. Like I'm me right now. Yeah. And so following these codes, man, it's just that's another part of this whole Black Power blueprint. When we talk about building communities and uniting communities, it's what are you uniting around? Because we talk about unity, not having unity. Like these groups, they're united.
They're united.
But it's what are they united on the basis of? They're united for their purposes and their objectives. And how do we unite on ours?
So I will tell you that when you look at it, I think that we're fed so much poison. And we don't realize that it's poison that we've been fed. Like, you know, when you look at how what they tell our community compared to what they tell other people communities, right?
Blissful lies,
right? You know, when they put the distrust in our community, because even though this is a crew of people, but y'all doing distrustful stuff, so you don't even trust your crew that you with.
No honor among thieves, as they call it.
Everybody's thieves, but then you're making everybody thieves.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're putting them in situations where they're gonna act exactly what you're telling them.
Social engineering is what they call that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's what it was.
again,
Social engineers. Yeah.
And then you would, like Jabbar said, you listen to the music. There's a lot of great music that ain't talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang, don't step on my shoe, you stole my jewelry, and now none of my ops is alive. Like there's so many, and half of that stuff is trash.
Yeah.
You can't understand nothing they saying anyway. On none, you know. That's so true. You know, so but they're pushing.
But it's trash to us because our music was trash to our parents.
I'm
just saying. Like my daddy didn't like my music. And he used to be like, man, what is that you listening to? All of that bumpity bump stuff,
it's
man.
It's devolving though. It's not evolving. It's devolving.
It's just I'm careful of that, and I'm mindful of how we refer to their music, because I talked to some older people. So we did a panel. Y'all probably heard me tell this story before, but it was like intergenerational. And I asked them, what was the style that you had that your parents didn't like? And Carl Lavender, shout out to Carl. And Carl, might be 60, 70. And he talked about the shark skin suit was the thing that his daddy didn't like for him to wear.
Yeah.
And then he didn't like the children who was wearing shoes with no laces in them. That was us. Then you had people wearing their pants backwards. People had a problem with that. So it's like each culture, each generation, like they don't fully understand, or they don't get or value or appreciate, I guess, the art expression of the generation that come before them, and then we call it trash.
Okay, well, I will tell you this. And then
but they don't think it's trash. It's like, this is what we listen to. This is what we own.
But when I say that, and I get I get your stance, right? But in this,
that don't mean it ain't trash. I'm just, for context purposes.
For context purposes. But this would you say is that there's no separation with music now. If you look at it back then, and this is why that argument I would say don't really, because there was, when we were growing up, my mom and them had their music, we had our music. Now we all collectively, I
listen to music with my mom and them. We all listen to music together. I mean,
but I know what you're saying.
We ain't listen to Clarence Carter and Dr. CeCe because they had some Millie Jackson records, and they had
ain't no adult contemporary rap. No. If you listening to rap, you're listening to rap.
Okay, right, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead, finish your thought.
So we don't subscribe to all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, we don't subscribe to all. But if you look at it, at this point, generations have mashed and mixed together. There's no separation. We have girls in elementary school wearing wigs. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you and you
eyelashes.
Oh yeah.
And again,
wow.
When you're looking to they're listening to the same music. There's no real separate, like
I hear that.
Yeah, you listen to your mom and the music, but then you went off and then listen to your own music, right?
Yeah.
No, when the parents go separated from their kids, they both still
listen to the same music. Thing. Yeah. Hype me up. Hype me up. Right.
You see that?
That is a good song. Hype me up. Yeah. Again, but I hear you. Yeah.
So that's where, like I say, it's a little bit different than back then when you could say like and
baby making music. Mama Blue said back in the day they called it baby making music.
But we can also see where
I remember baby making music.
I think we've always had all types, like all these genres and all this other stuff. It's just, what are they feeding us more than anything else? Because like there was explicit music back then.
It sure was.
Right. And then we listen to like when Plies first come out, Pretty Pete. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we was like, whoa, you know.
Yeah, some genres left more to the imagination than others.
But then there wasn't, because
then they just stopped leaving it to the imagination
you
and just made it explicit. Yeah.
You could go to the 1926 and you'll hear another song
Yep.
saying the same thing.
I have heard. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But what happens is the media, instead of this being under, that
was underground hit. Now it's the number one on the Billboard.
Now
it's
mainstream.
Yeah.
And
so it was always that type of music, but it wasn't promoted, and it wasn't like what was. It wasn't a thing that you saw.
Right.
You had to be somewhere to hear that.
Right. It was.
Now you jump in the car and turn it on, and you hear it. Okay.
And just think, like, you couldn't hear cuss words on the radio at one point.
Yep.
Now you can hear it.
I remember that.
Censored. There was one time when your TV at a certain channels went off. This was only for 18 and up. Like it advised, boom, boom, boom. We now have blurred all those lines.
Wow.
And you give everybody everything. So there's really no separation.
I hear that. So with this, so we're talking about Young Thug and these conversations about snitching and just the values, mores, folkways of different communities. And so we were talking about that community. And also, if you'd like to support the 99 Jams movement, what we're doing over here at Cara Festa, man, you can do that. You can go to 99jamstheberg.com, hit that donate button. If you'd like to underwrite a show, please feel free to do that. Reach out to us. But there's ways that you can support, and it starts with going to that website, 99jamstheberg.com.
Okay, do we have an Eskion? If not,
we do.
Okay, go ahead.
But I mean, you got something else you want to?
No, we can talk about. Well, we never talked about the Candy-O, but
let's do that. No, let's do that.
Let's do it, because I want to kind of dive in, because
let's do it. What is we got?
I want to talk about, because another thing that's going in there is about Russell Wilson and Sierra.
So let's do that. Yeah, we could pause on the Eskiana.
Go.
Yeah.
About them changing.
Because I had something about the NFL and this it line up.
So which one we doing first? Russell Wilson and Sierra, or the NFL?
What you got?
Okay.
What happened?
So in the news now, they're talking about how they changed Future name, or added Wilson to Future son, which is his name is Future, to his
Future son name is Future?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. His name. So he still has his father's last name, but it's hyphenated with Wilson.
Okay.
And so, that has been a big conversation piece. And
would you do that?
Do what?
Add another man's name to your son's name. From another man.
Yeah.
You would do that? What would make you do that?
So I would tell
But that ain't his decision.
I want to hear it from a woman.
I will tell you this, and I'll tell you from live experience, right? Okay, y'all know I have like
a lot of
right.
Yeah.
But I technically had 3.
Okay.
My mama was married to Corey's father. Corey's father died when he was 18 months. Prior to that, because he was the man of the house, he was the one that was taking care of me. There was a conversation about him legally adopting me.
Yeah.
And my last name would have changed.
Yeah.
And in that conversation, he did everything as a father. He was the father.
Yeah.
And I would have been 100% okay with that.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you.
But did they say this is legal adoption? They just said he changed the name.
I think that was a part of it. I think they said it was like he legally adopted him, and the name change came with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was what prompted the name change.
Okay.
Was the adoption.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think people get in there.
I'm all right with the adoption.
Okay.
So that changed my whole idea of it.
Okay, because
I was like, absolutely not.
If you're changing the name.
Yeah, but now the adoption, and now we're legally talking about responsibility. Okay, I don't like it, but I can see it.
They said he adopted him, and as a part of the adoption, and that was the name change.
Because I had a whole different argument about this.
Okay.
Because I feel it was spite from the girl.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Or the woman, whatever. I thought it was spite towards
just to change the name.
Yeah, just be spiteful. You know how people is. You know how people is. Come on, stop playing. But now, if it's an adoption thing and y'all really taking the,
that's a different level of spite.
No, what you talking about? That's how this go.
I didn't realize it went that far.
This how that go.
That's a whole nother level of spite, man.
I just hate it. Hurt people, right?
Okay.
I'm finna no, and then hurt people see hurt and assume that that's where everybody's at when they make these decisions.
Okay.
Like, no, this is a household full of everybody. And
he's been there since 444 at least.
Right. And yeah.
And I'm talking about Jay-Z song because he was Future playing with your son. That was a bar. And the Future have other. He did it. He did that.
Again, so we make emotional decisions,
Yeah.
right? And not thinking of the consequences of our actions. And just think little future in this household full of Wilsons.
Okay.
You're the only one that's not.
Okay.
How does that play with your how does that play with your mental?
It don't.
It does.
Because you're not a Wilson. What you talking about? Now we talking about truth.
Now we talking about truth.
Now we talking about truth and dreams, right?
It would have an impact.
I don't think so.
I think it would.
Let me tell you, everybody in your house right now is the Edmund. You never had to be. No, you.
I have. Yes, I have. And I ain't talking about changing nobody's name. Yes, I have.
No, but I'm
and
talking about
take care of people churn.
I'm talking about the child that's being taken care of. Like if you in a space and everybody is
nothing will make me want to change a child's name to my name. That's not my child.
We're talking about the child.
I'm just saying me.
No, but what we were talking about,
I would help that child deal with who his name is.
What we were discussing is the impact of having everybody in the household with the same name and your name is different. That's where we was at.
Right.
And so we're saying that, yes,
just make it everybody be Wilson.
think, well, I mean, understanding that there is an impact of you being different. And to act like you having a different name.
But you're different. That's the life. But that's the life. That's the life.
But that don't mean you
from another person,
okay,
and he's not named Wilson.
Okay,
and me changing your name doesn't make you not make you a Wilson. So it's your actions and my actions towards you that make you a Wilson.
Okay, I hear that too.
So here we go. I'm going to tell you this is like Candace Owens say, it's consistency. So we're going to sit up here and give passes and say that because the absentee father, you know, they went and looked over here for this game, and we're gonna try to give them solutions to fix their problems that put them in there. But now we're not gonna acknowledge that this is a problem in the household because you see two parents and you saying, "Hey, there's nothing you can do about that. You wasn't born that person."
Yeah.
I
mean, the step. Here's the bottom line. I think the stepchild phenomenon is real. And when you start thinking about all of the different experiences of a stepchild, I would have to. I don't have this as a lived experience, but I would have to think that if you are a stepchild, being in a household where everybody has the same last name and your last name is different, I think that would have some impact. What impact it has, who knows? How it manifests, I don't know. But I do think that that's something where you can't just look and say, "Oh, well, you're just different." You know, because of this, it's some stuff as a child that you're going to have to process.
So changing the name ain't going to have an impact.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's an impact both ways.
Yeah, it is.
So you just every situation is different. But I would tell you, like, there could be two households. Let's say this one person is an outside child in both. You got this household with they are all Hills. They all Wilsons over here, right?
Yeah.
And then you got this one child. So Wilburn is
the other one.
Is the other one, right?
Okay.
Wilburn go over here and they mama marry somebody else. Now all their children over here are Jenkins.
Okay.
In every aspect, whether you are Wilburn, your family over here Jenkins, and this Wilson's. But you're related to both.
Yeah.
Where do you fit in? Because everybody is connected right there. You have a sense of loss, and you're always going to try to prove that you are connected somewhere until somebody help you do that connection. Because in this household, what happens is you see everybody got the same mom and daddy, but you. In this household, everybody got the same mom and daddy, but you.
Yeah. That's gonna have an impact, and how you show up, because you can either embrace the difference and be like, I'm different, or you could be like, see, everybody, I'm different, so they always treat me different. Like that stuff show up.
I mean, I guess my life experience make me look at it different.
Yeah,
you know,
and I don't think
because I just see it different. And I don't think the child is as into it as the adults, right? Because like I'm just thinking
I got a different reality on that.
But I'm just saying I think I think it's more important to the adult than it is to the child
until you start talking to them children.
And then on top of that,
because when you have them conversations with them, like I've had conversations, and I'm telling you, it's more nuanced than that,
And then you said,
and it do have an impact. Yeah,
and you said it. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would.
yeah.
So, but see, and then again, so if
Yeah.
emotionally responsible person, Future, like we don't, as we can see, and I don't know this for sure, but it looks like Future is not.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know the
See,
details.
that's
You don't
that's
know
what
the
we
whole thing.
assume, but,
No, but what I'm saying
but we
is-
don't know that.
And I did say that.
Okay.
Yep.
I did. Didn't I just say that?
I just wanted
Caller, we talking about adoption and changing the last name. Russell Wilson adopting Future's son. What's your thoughts? We got 60 seconds because we got to get out of here. Go ahead, caller.
Man,
Hello?
Last time,
I
caller.
knew you had something good to say. Say it.
All right, so that's that on that, y'all. We got what's the other thing on the NFL? Because we got like 4 minutes. I know.
No, I want to hear. I got to go. No, don't you do that.
Oh,
Go.
But wait, there's more.
No, but I will tell you this. I think as parents, sometimes we know that we're not stepping up, and we still selfishly, we want to still keep hold and rights because we did.
So you changed the name?
Listen,
No.
let me tell you, and I'll put my business.
We can't
out
take
there.
that call because we ain't got we
We
don't.
got
Yeah.
I will tell you this. Like I had, again, y'all know I love both of my dads. Right?
Yeah.
I say this all the time, but I had to sit down and talk to my real father
Yeah.
and let him know that like you ain't gonna disrespect my daddy.
Yeah.
Like you're my father, like you gave me, but this is the man who was at every football game, and you're gonna respect that. When I have memories and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna respect him because he stepped in the paint when you didn't.
Okay.
And regardless of the fact,
You a good daughter.
no, but
You a good daughter. Did your mama change your name?
she was. I just said that.
You said you a good daughter. You
But I respect
you
her.
supposed to do that. That's you. You have not.
But what I'm saying
You supposed to
is-
do that. You supposed to stand
No,
up for that
but
man.
What happened? No, but
You
what
do.
happened
If he came out and been there for
and
you,
so this is
you
what
supposed to do that.
What you look at, and we don't know how Future and Russell Wilson is, but what we do see is Russell show up for Future. All we see that
For little Future.
For the in the pictures.
Yeah.
He be in all the pictures.
they live in. the
I mean,
same-
I don't know,
they
man.
live
I'm
in the
just
same-
saying. I'm just
So if we
saying.
taking that line of thought, then
Because the child might
we
grow
don't
up and
know
have
none
a-
of this stuff. So
Thank
I
you.
mean,
That's exactly. The child might grow
any
up.
of these things are just
The child-
hypothetical based
The child
upon
might
stuff.
grow up and
Yeah.
nickname be Pluto.
It may be, but what I'm saying is it looks from what you see, because we don't know what, like I said, you don't know other people's things.
Yeah.
What you do see is that
You
it looks
so
like
right.
it looks like a healthy situation over there,
It-
right?
Yeah.
And what you look at, and from the conversations that you hear from Russell, Sierra, and all that, they
Yeah.
have a good faith foundation, and they're trying to raise their kids right.
So congratulations in order.
Or
Yeah, it's definitely order. I just, if I was Sierra, I wouldn't have let him name my son Future. She was in love. She was in love. How you let that boy name him his rap name?
and then
Not even his government
You named
name.
him after a character that he played on TV.
and I'm gonna
That's what we were talking about
Come on,
earlier.
this all started
You
off
let
crazy.
your name,
and then I'm
you
gonna-
named your child after a character you play in a movie. Wow.
And then I'm gonna end it like this.
Wow.
Everybody's talking about the change name, but Future.
Know why? Because the child name is Future. That's his. That's
No,
his
He
character.
got that.
That's
No,
his
you
character.
know why? Because he was okay with it. And
He probably is.
and no, he made the best decision for his son.
I go for that.
We a lot of times
Okay.
we
I go for that.
People madder than the guy who you think should be mad.
I go for that.
You,
because
the,
this
the
is-
person who you think should be mad ain't mad, but everybody else mad.
because they know what
He doing
really,
right.
like, this
Yeah.
He doing right.
He made the best decision for his son, regardless. And a lot of times we be fighting for stuff. You need to get
Yeah.
off the street. I don't want to get off the
She married. She definitely married up. So
There you go.
she put the family in a better space.
All right, then. All right, that's our show for today, y'all. Go back and watch the replay because it started off great and it ended even better. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in, tap in. We'll be back on Wednesday, 7:30 sharp. Up next is Sister Hughes.
And shout all around the house.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I am Future. Let me stop.
We
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the twilight.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must.
sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just heard rap about the trap, don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together. All